Before we get on to the next video, I want to do a shameless plug of my merch. I've been doing merch for a little while now, but never really plugged it. So you can get some really cool stuff. If you follow the link in the description below, you can go to my merch site. They've got loads of stuff there. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got baseball caps. I mean, look at that one. You like that? You want one of them? You go to the merch site and get that. 6 different logos as well. So much to choose from, so much more than the stuff I just mentioned as well. All you do is follow the link in the description below and it takes you there. Only take you a second. Now on with the video. Hi guys, hope you're okay. I just wanted to show off my new Powerslave Zeotrope special edition 40th anniversary vinyl. Now, I've recently got a record player, which I've fallen in love with vinyl all over again. I really have. The record player sounds amazing. Well, the speakers sound amazing. I absolutely love it. I can't get enough. It's just weird how I've gone back to vinyl. And it's just made a massive comeback for me. You know, it's made me listen to older music more because I'm trying to collect more vinyl now. I'm collecting from boot fairs, record shops. It's been pretty cool actually, the search for music as well. But it's my birthday coming up, so my daughter got me this brilliant vinyl, and I did open it early. It's my birthday at the end of August, but she knows what I'm like, so I've had to do it. I've had to open it up. So I'm going to show you it playing on the record player as well to show you how special it is. So let's go through this vinyl. It is a lot different than the original Powerslave vinyl. I had Powerslave back in the day. Like an idiot, I sold all my vinyl, probably the early 90s. I think it was to get, because I was in a band, I wanted to get a new microphone, and I wanted to get like a new speaker or something like that. So I sold all my albums to put towards, you know, being in the band, which was it's a good investment, but you know, the regret now of all the records gone is just ridiculous. But I've started collecting again. I'm up to about 50 albums now. And that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, Powerslave, I'm hoping you can see it on the screen quite clear. The one thing when Powerslave first came out, well, let's talk about the songs first. Even though there's no need to talk about the songs, of course. Like I said, I'm hoping I can, look at that track listing. Obviously, one of the most brilliant albums. This is maybe it's always been my favourite album until my mate Don McCauley, who's one of the idiots, sort of started going on about Peace of Mind being the best album. And they're almost hand in hand for me. But I remember when Powerslave first came out, and of course we had Peace of Mind, and it opened up obviously into like a gatefold sleeve. And I always remember getting Powerslave and loving the artwork. The artwork is one of my favourites. Probably along with Killers and Peace of Mind, probably my favourite artwork. But I always thought, once you get an open, a gatefold sleeve, you want that all the time, don't you? So I always remember thinking, oh, there's no gatefold sleeve. But of course, with this special edition, you get that. So that's the back, like I've already shown you. So I'll show you that again. Of course, the amazing artwork on the front. I spent hours and hours playing. One of my most played albums ever. I spent hours playing this and looking at the artwork and all the detail. One of the best Derek Riggs artwork there is, of course. So then, like I said, it does open up into a gatefold. So what we get, some of these pictures obviously were from the original album, but in a different guise, not on a gatefold sleeve. So you've got that. Look at those amazing pictures. Now, I don't think some of these pictures were from the original album. I'm trying to remember, because you got lots. Obviously, I don't know if this is some of just the Live After Death stuff, because obviously this was the album before Live After Death, and I'm not sure if these were on the original Powerslave. I don't think they were, because they wouldn't have, when they brought out Powerslave, I'm sure they weren't on the Live After Death tour already. I might be wrong. So look, anyway, look at that bit of those photos there. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. And look at this bit on the other side. So you've got the album, look, behind there. Look at that for a bit of artwork. And you've got the album, yeah, like I said, it's in a sleeve, which I'm going to show you in a minute. It's behind. I'll move it a little bit so you can see. So that's quite amazing, isn't it? So that's the inner sleeve. Then also you get one part of it. This is from Steve Harris, I believe. Yeah, there's a little, I haven't actually read it yet, but there's a big thing there about the album itself, and I think the reasons why they're doing this special 40th edition, 40th anniversary edition. So that's very cool. You didn't obviously have that. I always remember that brilliant picture though, from the original album. I love that picture. And then you open it up and you get, of course, because you always had the lyrics back then, but you got this in a separate like sheet, lyric sheet like this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. Or, you know, some of the memories, you know, just opening up, even though this is so different, some of the memories of opening it up and looking at the stuff that was in the original, man. And like I said, I've been trying to look for Powerslave, the original album, actually. You know, I've got, since I've been collecting vinyl again, I've got, the ones I really want now is the debut album. I've got Killers. I've got Number of the Beast. I've got Peace of Mind. I've got Powerslave. So now it's the debut. Maybe the original vinyl Powerslave as well. And also maybe Somewhere in Time. And, you know, I'm not bothered about, if I get the rest, that's fine. But they're the ones I really, really want. And, of course, apart from all that, you get the vinyl. So that's one side of it. How nice is that? Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Let me take it out. I hate handling it, but you know, sometimes you got to, might give you a bit of a better look. Very shiny. Look at that. And then the other side. Oh man, just such quality, isn't it? Such quality. It's been a long time since I've actually played, obviously, the album. I got rid of the album, like I said, in the early 90s, probably. So, you know, and I would have had a really old record player then. So, to, you know, probably, like, I've heard a few things about the quality of picture discs now. I don't know, but, you know, it's probably hard to compare now. I can't remember back to when I heard that album in the late 80s and early 90s, or from 84 onwards, and then I can't remember any of that. But I'm going to show you bits of it on the record player anyway, because you see the movement and the zeotrope of it. So let's check it out. It's quite hard to make out the patterns as they're going around the record player, but you can see like movement when the record player is going round. Such a cool vinyl, such a brilliant thing to have. So that's my little show for you for the 40th anniversary of Powerslave Zeotrope edition. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, guys. I'll see you soon.